Catherine Fulvio joins us with something gorgeously golden. What is on the menu, Catherine?
Oh, we're making these beautiful oat bars. So they've got gorgeous homemade strawberry and elderflower jam in there, raspberries topped with oats. There's a few little techniques along the way, but honestly, so well worth making your own.
Is it strawberry season in Ireland at the moment?
Yes, it's fruit season now, and it is the best. Like, I've strawberries, I've raspberries going on here. It's definitely, I'm in my zone because I love all of this. So I made an elderflower syrup. So this is not a cordial, this is just a syrup, which is really easy to make. And it's equal parts sugar and water, and these are your elderflowers, and they're in season at the moment, and they're free. They grow outside. Yeah. And you literally just put some lemon peel, sugar, water, and elderflowers. Not the green stalks, just the flowers.
Just the white flower part.
Yeah, simmer it for about 10 minutes and then strain it off, and you have syrup. And you can use that in creams or cocktails or whatever you want.
Cocktails, I don't know.
Now we're talking.
We do not drink cocktails at this hour of the morning.
So then we move on to the jam. So for the jam, I'm doing strawberry and a little bit of elderflower in it. So I've just mashed up my strawberries here, and it's equal parts fruit to the Siucra Jam Sugar, and this jam sugar is genius.
What's the difference between jam sugar now and normal sugar?
So normal sugar does not have pectin in it. The jam sugar has a setting agent in it that helps your jam set.
That's the protein, isn't it? That helps
Otherwise you have to go buy the pectin separately, or there's other ways around it. You put lemon in and different things to build it up.
Oh, that's handy.
It's dead handy because you literally follow the instructions on the pack. Simmer for 4 minutes. Once it comes to the boil, jam done. Okay. You don't have to be worried about checking anything. So we'll start with our strawberries. I mash them up now, just to get them started, right? And then we have our jam sugar, so it's equal parts, and this is what helps set it. So at least you know when you make your own that you have everything that you want in the jam, and there's nothing added. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all
so that's it.
Give it a stir. Yeah, that's it.
Just those two things.
That's all you need if you're making. So we'll keep our temperature down. Now we don't want our sugar to crystallise too much, so we're just going to melt our sugar here. And then you can dress it up as you want. You can get fancy. You can put in a bay leaf. Ooh, or thyme is really nice in here.
Oh, is it? Jam? Strawberry?
Yeah. Oh, or strawberry and balsamic jam.
Yes.
Ooh, now you're talking.
Yes.
Now, and it's a sweet with a bit of
I haven't
bite.
yet, actually, no.
It's absolutely lovely. And then this is the elderflower. I've just got a little drop of that, and we put that in. And we bring that to the boil, and then that sets after, bring it to the boil, 4 minutes boiling, and then it sets. You can test it on a cold plate, and you put the plate in the fridge, and you put the jam on the cold plate, and if you draw a line up and it stays separate, you know it's good. If it joins back together again, put it back and simmer it for another minute.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have found this is foolproof.
Okay.
So this is what you're left with. This is your jam. I'll pass it over there for you just to have a little whiff of and see what you think of it there.
Earlier.
Yeah, so that's it there.
Oh my goodness.
Like, I'd eat that with a spoon.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Isn't that nice?
Is that the elderflower?
The little hint of elderflower, so bringing a bit of perfume to it. Yeah.
Oh, it's just amazing.
So then, on the assumption we've got our jam made,
Okay.
we're going to use the jam for something worthwhile, because we could put on homemade scones or a bit of soda bread and it'd be absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
But
toast.
I just made a little shortbread base here.
Okay.
So we have the recipe, it's all up there online for everybody, but you just make your shortbread base. So that went into the oven. Now, the only tip I'll say to you about the shortbread base is when you make it, put it in the freezer for 5 minutes or the fridge for 30 minutes and let it cool down, and then into the oven, and you get a crispier base.
Oh.
Look at me as if
Top
I'll
of the
ever be
tip.
doing that.
So into the fridge or freezer before you bake it?
Yes.
Okay.
5 minutes in the freezer, 30 minutes in the fridge.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, so we've got that made. The next thing we want to make now is our topping for it. So we have here, I started then on this because this needed to be cooked out for 3 minutes. So in here, I put the butter and flour.
Okay.
Right? So this is our lovely crumble topping or streusel topping.
Streusel?
Yes, we're layering now, girls, layering. So now we need to get a bit of heat onto this. We've cooked that out a little bit, so I'm happy with that. And the other ingredients in this, and you can play with this as you want. Again, Siucra caster sugar goes in.
Just normal caster sugar now, not the jam
caster sugar.
I'm getting confused with all the sugars.
Yeah, just we're sticking to the two, hopefully. I have a lot of different sugars at home. Then we're putting in oats. That'll give you that nice crunchy topping. Yeah. And you could put in seeds and nuts as well, you know.
Actually, that'd be
and
nice.
Speaking of which, we have ground almonds. Or, sorry, flaked almonds there.
My favourite.
Yeah, give that a little stir. And you're looking for a topping that kind of is a little bit crumbly. So this is like a crumble topping.
Yeah. Is this
Do you
on
know?
heat or not on the heat now?
I'm just going to take it off the heat now, actually.
Okay.
But yes, so this is the same thing. If you were doing like a summer berry crumble, you just make this. So this whole recipe has different parts to it. You can make the shortbread on its own, you can make this on its own, this on its own. You can use the crumble topping for different things. So there's
So if you just wanted
loads.
a normal crumble, like a strawberry crumble, you just flaked strawberries in and that on top of it, and then you'd have that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm just breaking it up a little bit. Next, then I need to spread some jam because I want a little bit, see I've got these jam layers in. So I'm going to use my jam now for that.
I have to give it back to you, so there it is.
Oh yeah,
I relinquished it, don't you worry. I'm not going to sneak it home.
Oh no, we've loads where that came from, Elaine. So now, see, so you go with that,
colour
right?
even, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
like ruby red.
Yeah.
It's beautiful looking.
And the oven's already on, so it's at my favourite temperature, 180 degrees. If in doubt, it's 180 degrees.
Okay, I love that you have a favourite temperature in the oven.
Yeah, it's always a foolproof one.
Yeah.
So there we go, there's our jam on, so you just spread your jam
What's
like
your
that.
favourite temperature, Elaine, on the oven?
200, because as you know, I burn everything.
So now,
Aren't you hilarious?
Just testing you.
I was away. Catherine, didn't you teach me how to cook once?
I did.
Yeah.
I cooked
And
it.
I I was good. I made pasta
Yeah.
from scratch. Haven't
Yeah.
done it since.
That is
impressive.
But I did.
Made fabulous pasta. Her own farfalla. And
Farfalla.
we did, and we had it with the beautiful pesto. Remember?
I know.
What we
There
were
you go now.
we
Well,
were.
look,
Oh,
I'll believe
jeez.
it when I see it.
I have pictures on my phone, I'll show you.
We've evidence.
Okay, so what are you doing now,
So now
Catherine?
I'm just putting some, just for that extra little bit of fruit because it's in season, some fresh raspberries go on. And then, look at when you're at it, a bit of cinnamon would be nice here. So I'm just building up a few layers of flavour, that's all. And this is all optional. You could leave the fruit out and just go with the jam.
But we've
right?
such lovely fruit at the moment as well. I love the blackberry. Blackberries are until autumn though, they're not.
Blackberries will be in August, late August, yeah, depending on. Now, the wild ones will be more, but the cultivated ones come out a little earlier. So then you just, right, now at home you'd be doing this a bit fancier, but you just sprinkle your topping on like that, you see? Like so, all right? And then you spread it out like that, so you can see where this is going. Yeah, and then this goes into the oven, and you bake it. Yeah, just about maybe 10, 15 minutes. Keep an eye on it. You're really just
180
toasting.
degrees?
180, you're learning.
See, I'm learning.
Fully graduated from the cookery school you are. And that is it, Garth. And then when that's cooled down, you cut them up and you have to taste them now.
Well,
There
go
you
on
go.
if we must.
There you go. Put them in a little cake tin for you.
Oh, yum.
I'll give her a plate there.
You're being more ladylike than me.
Okay, let's try this. This looks amazing.
Do you bake much? You do, don't you?
No, I'm more of a
Cooker.
cook, yeah, than a...
Baking is something you can get into and it's just so chilling and
therapeutic.
relaxing. And it's a lovely thing to do as a family as well. You know, the kids could easily help with making this. Something to do over the summer now that the summer holidays are
They can
kicking
help
in.
make it, they're not helping eating it, because that is absolutely delicious and I'm having all that to myself. Catherine, thank you so much. That's delicious.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Oh my God, yum.